try to look past the 6-foot model in her lingerie to the wings on her back. Now, ask yourself, how did this angel get her wings? Well, they're actually printed by a 3D printer. This year, Victoria's Secret annual fashion show is going high-tech.
When you can design and 3D print it, you can make it exactly as you want. This is we made the costume for Victoria's Secret and Swarovski to exactly fit the model.
Shapeways printed the costume to runway model Lindsay Ellingson's exact measurements and fitted them around this Victoria's Secret model. Her proportions are identical to Lindsay's. When they say it was 3D printed, what's your reaction?
This is high-tech.
The wings are meant to look like snowflakes, but they're also high fashion, so they're covered in Swarovski crystals. It's a costume that required a clothing architect and high-level math.
He wrote an algorithm to design the piece. So based on their sketch, he basically grew the design in his software and his computer, and from that we can print it.
This was actually printed out almost with like liquid plastic and then beaded, right?
Yeah, the way it works is it's a layer of nylon powder laid down like 100 microns thick, very, very thin, like human hair thickness. We then use a laser to harden it into a solid. We put the next layer of powder on top, and we build the object layer by layer from the bottom up. So it's reverse of all other manufacturing.
It's not the first time we've seen tech hit the runway. In the past, fashion designer Asher Levine used MakerBot 3D printers to print sunglasses for the runway. He also embedded a location tracking app into high fashion jackets another season.
How many of you have lost your gloves? It'll be embedded in our gloves.
These folks may be at the forefront of fashion, but they're now taking tips from the techies. We're sitting here looking at Victoria's Secret models wearing 3D printed clothing.
Yep.
Is this where you see these kind of Silicon Valley nerds meeting these, beautiful models?
There might be their only chance, yes.
Laurie Segall, CNN Money, New York.